With 6,700 physicians and 10,000 patients included from 26 countries, Introdia is the largest quantitative study assessing how the early conversations in type 2 diabetes influence patient outcomes. Introdia focused on two key early conversations between physicians and their patients: when type 2 diabetes is first diagnosed and when additional oral medication is discussed. The results are in, and they show that what physicians say in their early conversations with patients does have a significant impact on patient outcomes, including diet, exercise and medication adherence, and patient well-being, both at diagnosis and at add-on. In this short video, you will learn more about the add-on conversation findings, which were the first to be published. The diagnosis conversation findings are very similar. Excited? Let's go! In Introdia, patients were asked to recall what their physician said in the add-on conversation. This was based on 24 commonly used statements gathered in comprehensive qualitative research. For example, "My doctor encouraged me to ask him or her questions," or "My doctor helped to adjust my treatment plan so I could do it in my daily life." So, what exactly did Introdia show? What did we learn about what physicians can do to help patients like Bill? 3 key things. 1. For patients, the statements that physicians use fall into a few distinct types. Encouraging, for example, "told me that the new medication would help me to control my diabetes." Collaborative, for example, "encouraged me to ask him or her questions." And discouraging, for example, "told me that if someday I need to take insulin, it would be my own fault." So, what effect do these different types of statements have on patients? Introdia looked into their effect on patient perception of communication quality. Perceived communication quality measures how patients feel about the conversation overall. For example, whether or not they feel their doctor listens to them, explains things well to them, shows respect for what they have to say, spends enough time with them, or involves them in making decisions. Results showed that perceived communication quality was significantly impacted by what doctors said. When physicians used more encouraging and collaborative statements, patients judged communication quality to be better. And when physicians used more discouraging statements, patients judged it to be worse. Which is summarized in major finding number 2. What physicians say in the add-on conversation affects patients' perception of communication quality. And now for the third and most important finding. When physicians get communication quality right, their patients report better outcomes. In Introdia, good communication quality positively influenced all patients' self-reported outcomes tested, including diet, exercise, medication, well-being, and diabetes-related distress. This demonstrates that what physicians say to their patients in the add-on conversation makes a difference later on. Here are the full add-on conversation results, showing positive associations between communication quality and all patient outcomes. For diagnosis, the results were nearly identical. The Introdia findings are important for physicians and for their patients. The Introdia solutions make these findings available to physicians to help them optimize their early conversations. Introdia, helping physicians make a difference with their type 2 diabetes patients.